Bollywood megastars Shah Rukh Khan, Ajay Devgan, and Tiger Shroff headline a high-budget commercial selling a cardamom mouth freshener. But on August 11, 2026, the Maharashtra Food and Drug Administration breached those glamorous bubbles. They dispatched agents directly to the actors' heavily guarded private residences to hand-deliver a 9-page show cause notice. Regulators labeled the document a final warning. The core accusation is that this advertisement secretly promotes Vimal Pan Masala, a product strictly banned from being manufactured or sold in the state. On the surface, this feels like an overreach. Elaichi, or cardamom, is a perfectly labeled spice. Targeting 3 of India's highest-paid actors for selling a simple breath freshener seems completely bizarre. The FDA is targeting a practice known as surrogate advertising. When companies are legally prohibited from advertising a restricted product, they create a legal decoy. They sell a permitted item using the exact same name, colors, fonts, and packaging as the banned one. This cardamom decoy props up India's pan masala industry, a market projected to reach over 48,000 crore rupees by 2025. The state's 9-page letter is a targeted strike. The FDA is actively attempting to strip away the camouflage protecting a multi-billion-dollar empire, starting with the famous faces that give it public legitimacy. To understand why the state is moving aggressively, you have to look past the high-end celebrity marketing and visit a local street stall. These vendors are draped in thousands of brightly colored packets. Inside almost all of those packets is areca nut, commonly known as supari. It is the core ingredient in standard pan masala and the supposedly safer tobacco-free variants. The International Agency for Research on Cancer classifies areca nut as a Group 1 carcinogen, placing it in the exact same risk category as asbestos. Chewing it causes oral submucosal fibrosis, a severe precancerous condition that frequently progresses directly to oral cancer. This map illustrates the resulting public health crisis. Out of roughly 120,000 global oral cancer cases linked to smokeless tobacco and areca nut in a single year, an overwhelming 83,400 of them are concentrated entirely within India. National laws strictly prohibit the direct advertising of tobacco products. However, advertising industry codes do permit genuine brand extensions. If a tobacco company actually manufactures and sells a large amount of a legal non-tobacco product, they are allowed to advertise it. Regulators spot fake brand extensions using the turnover alignment test, comparing advertising spend against actual sales revenue. If a manufacturer pours crores into celebrity fees to promote cardamom, they must prove massive cardamom sales. If the sales scale is empty, the math exposes the lie. When the advertising budget wildly outpaces the actual product sales, the marketing is exposed. It provides mathematical proof that a glossy campaign for a legal spice is functioning as a shell to push a deadly carcinogen. Regulators are now taking that mathematical discrepancy and using it to legally corner the famous faces delivering the message. The primary weapon is Section 21 of the Consumer Protection Act. This law empowers a central authority to heavily penalize anyone who endorses a misleading advertisement, shifting legal liability directly onto the talent. The stakes for A-list actors are severe. They face personal fines up to 50 lakh rupees. More devastatingly, the government can ban them from making any commercial endorsements whatsoever for up to 3 years. The actors have one specific legal shield. The law includes a due diligence clause, meaning they can escape penalties if they prove they thoroughly verified the product was a legitimate, high-selling brand before signing the contract. The FDA gave them exactly 15 days to provide that proof. Regulators demanded the actors surrender their private endorsement contracts, internal campaign briefs, and documentary evidence of the brand's actual market sales volume. As that 15-day window ticked down, the celebrities, their representatives, and the pan masala companies maintained complete silence. This FDA action establishes a strict standard. Pretending to sell a spice while promoting a carcinogen is failing as a regulatory loophole. For India's biggest stars, the excuse of simply acting may no longer offer legal protection.